Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're brand new here. Appreciate you clicking on the video. Today's video, we're gonna be reviewing the Viking saddlebags I purchased a little over a year ago. Taking them on a few good trips. One of the trips was the Gettysburg trip. I posted that video. It's one of the first videos I posted on the channel actually. So if you haven't, go check that out if you'd like to. First things first, the bike's been sitting for a couple weeks because we've been getting a lot of rain in this area. It's got some garage dust on it. I'm gonna pull her out, get her wiped down, go find some shade because it is a bright and hot one today, and kind of give you a one over on how the saddlebags have performed for me over the course of a year. All right, y'all, bike is clean. Saddlebag review time. So, Viking saddlebag, 18 liter. Why did I choose this brand? I chose this brand because I saw it online and the price made a lot of sense for me. Initially, I wanted to go with Thrash and Supply, and this is not a knock on Thrash and Supply, just the price difference was there. And I went on a whim with this because I was like, I want to save money. I'll tell you guys the prices here in a second. I was like, I want to save money. I dumped a bunch of money to get the trip together for Gettysburg. By the end of this and finishing up the other mods I did to get this bike ready for that long of a ride, I didn't feel like spending that much money. So I was looking for something in the middle and I found these, right? So 18 liter, Street Division, Viking saddlebags, the exact same style I was looking at with the other company. And keep in mind, this is not sponsored and this is not a comparison video because I've never owned the Thrash and Supply bags. I've only owned these. The only thing I know about theirs would be the price difference, right? And that's why I chose these bags. So it's like the exact same material. I believe it's called, I'm gonna butcher it if I don't look at it real quick. It's called Codura. It's a Codura. So if you've ever owned like a tactical backpack, like that nylon-y, that material, that's essentially what this is. What I was concerned about when I purchased these, being that they were pretty much half the price of the Thrash and Supply bags, was the quality. Of course, like if the zipper blows out on one of these, the bag's no good. If they start to fade, they look like crap. Now the bike starts to look like crap. So I was nervous about that. But I knew that it would at least get me to Gettysburg and back, right, hopefully. And so far I've owned them for a year, especially, it's been a year about since that trip was completed. And on that trip, I mean, we had the sun beating on us the whole weekend. We also had a freaking pour down. And I didn't even have a chance to get the waterproof covers on these bags because I was out riding when the rain hit, right? And but that being said, nothing inside of those bags got wet. We'll touch on that again later. However, I'm just gonna show you guys the bags, talk to you guys about the important stuff, try not to waste a bunch of y'all's time. So like I said, I've owned them for a year. They've held shape really well. Zippers feel super solid and work well. The material on the inside is this red-orange material. It's more clothy on the inside. You can see some dirt and some stains. I have not babied these bags. I have definitely put them through the test. And so far I love them. I mean, all the zippers still work perfectly fine. They've got this fold down lip right here that helps seal around the zipper, I would assume for look, but also protection of the tracks, and then also to help with the water resistance as well. So you've got these little strap-on points here where if you have accessories with Velcros, like a water bottle or a small fire extinguisher, whatever it may be, you've got them here. You've got them on this side. You've also got them on the rear, so that's really cool. The numbers. So this saddlebag is what it sounds like. It's a saddlebag. Initially, what you do is you take the Velcro flap here. There's another one on the other side. You lift your seat up, you run underneath the seat, slap the Velcro together, and now you have traditional saddlebags. However, personally, I didn't like how they looked in the rear because they would just be super relaxed looking. They'll be sag. I wanted it to be more form-fitting. So that being said, I also got the hard mounts. So the bags themselves were $140, and then to buy the hard mount setup, which is this bracket here, and the hardware came with it, that was $32. So the total I spent on this whole setup was only $183. In my opinion, I don't think that's bad at all compared to the other stuff that I had, the other brands I've seen, what they were selling. Again, my big concern was like, how well are they gonna hold up? Am I gonna have to replace these in a year to 2 years? Well, it's been a year. So far, no complaints. Like I said before, this bike doesn't live outside unless I'm actually riding it. I'm on the trip, I'm camping, then it's staying outside. It's gonna get rained on, the sun's gonna beat it up. That being said, I don't have any fading going on with the bags. The zippers still work perfectly. There's even a little hole for the zippers where you can secure your stuff with like a travel lock or some kind of a lock setup if you want to. But the other brand that I was comparing this to in terms of just prices, because like I said, I don't own the Thrash and Supply bag, so I can't do a comparison video. I can only compare the prices. So for the Thrash and Supply, the exact same size, and then with the hard mounts, because the hard mount brackets, because you do have to purchase those separately. You're looking at $200 for the bags, and then you're looking at $150 for the hard mounts. So all in all, you know, it's a rough and without taxes and without, you know, depending on where you live in the country or if you live in a different country, you're looking at a price difference of about $167, $170. So it saved me 170 bucks. It accomplished what I needed it to accomplish. And so far I'm super thrilled with this brand and this bag. Now, I've never tried any of their other products, so I'm just speaking on this bag in particular. The big things to know, the zippers work. They hold stuff really well. They haven't ripped on the inside. They haven't lost their form. I've overstuffed them. I've put things that are probably too heavy to sit on top of them. I've put wood on top of these bags to get to a campsite. No ripping or tearing, none of those issues. So far I'm super happy with the quality, and I'm super happy with the durability of the product. All right, so I'm sure someone watching this video is hearing me say that the size of the bag is 18 liters. What really does that mean, right? Like, what can we fit in the bag? So a handful of things. However, what's the most important part of the trip once you get there and you get unpacked? You got to get a beer run in with the guys, right? You got to stock up the inventory. So something I'm going to use to judge the size of this bag is how many cans of beer I can fit into this saddlebag. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15. So there's your answer, guys. You're gonna be pushing it with the 15, but you could definitely fit 12 to 11 cans of beer in here comfortably. Constantly keep things in these bags. I keep a small jump box in the saddlebag. I keep a small air compressor in the saddlebag, as well as other various tools, like a little tool roll. Multiple times I've had them. I keep them at least halfway filled up. Still have enough space to like stop by the store on the way home and grab some essentials, and it's no problem at all with fitting stuff into these bags. On top of that, mounting them, fairly simple. Like I said, I removed my turn signals because I wanted the integrated taillight anyways. But if you slide the brackets all the way forward towards the front of the bike, you can definitely fit these bags on with your stock turn signals on. So if you don't feel like doing that, you don't have to mod that part of your bike just to get these bags to fit. So that's a plus. In terms of every day taking them on and off, whether you want to clean the bike like I did today or adjust them to make sure that they're still tight, you take that Velcro side that sits underneath of the seat that allows it to be like that traditional saddlebag where it has the slack and stuff in the rear when you're looking at it. That goes in between these two brackets right here. So against the actual hard mount itself, and then this little bracket piece. So you slide it through there, it comes out of that slot here. And then there's two Velcro straps on the bottom of the bag that get fed through that slot, this slot, and then ties into the bottom of the bag, so it keeps it a snug fit. So you can see here, that's not a lot of play. I can actually tighten it up more if I choose to. I can tighten up the straps on the bottom again more, and it can be a little more snug than this, but this is essentially, I would say, your normal amount of play. And it doesn't like come undone. If you pack the bag a lot and you stress the material, of course it'll start to have a little bit more play in it, but if you just snug everything back down, then it's no problem with it becoming loose anymore. So it's pretty nice, pretty convenient. And I'm gonna go ahead and mount this one onto this side just so you guys can see that in live time. Seats are kind of flail out. If you've got like a nice Saddleman or something like that, you may not have this issue. And it's really not an issue. I leave mine on, but it will make it faster if you're new to doing this. So I like to remove the bracket altogether. Pop her out. This flap right here. Also helps a little bit if you close the bag so it's not all flapping around on you. So, fed it through that long slot. This is the part where I go ahead and take the bracket piece. These go through, so it should be pointing towards you. If I lose these in the grass, I'm blaming you guys, 100%. All right. Push it through just enough to get a bite. Go to the other side. Pick your bracket up. Feed her through. Look for the nut that's hiding in the grass. Find the nut somehow that's hiding in the grass. Cool. Once you have them snug just enough, you can feed her through a little bit more. Make sure she's tight. If you pull it through too much, it'll be too taut at the top and it'll be like bending back out. So I try not to put stress on everything. So I'm happy with that. Velcro flap on the bottom. So you'll find another rectangular slot. You just feed it through there. Same thing on the other side. Feed them both through before you lock them in. And just like that. So again, not bad at all. This one you can see I have snugged up more than this one. So I'm just gonna tighten these up. But yes, if you all have any questions about these bags, the 18-liter Viking saddlebags, please comment down below. I'll be happy to answer any questions. And here's one last look of these bags on my 2003 Dyna Super Glide.